What's good? What's good, everybody? RFG is here today. Okay, I'm back at it. It's been a long time. Had to take some time off because this particular subject was the hardest thing I've ever decoded. Okay, this particular superhero was the hardest for me ever to find the proper information on to basically tie this particular character to an ancient deity, okay? And this is none other than the Silver Surfer, okay? The Silver Surfer. This is going to be titled, okay, Silver Surfer Decoded, Gods of the Macroverse, okay? Because there's a big difference when you're talking about gods over the galaxy, gods over different galaxies, and then you see what I'm saying? Talking about gods over the macroverse. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference, and there's always levels, okay, when it comes to wisdom and supernatural abilities. Okay, so I'm gonna just play this video, and this guy's gonna give you the rundown on just how powerful the Silver Surfer really is.
Welcome to Variant One Shot. A few weeks ago, we covered the most powerful beings both in the DC and Marvel universes. And one of the main characters that kept coming up in the comment section of those episodes was the Silver Surfer, which made me realize he's been a character we haven't spent nearly enough time talking about on the show. It also got me thinking, just how powerful is Silver Surfer? Well, he's not a god, nor is he the most powerful being in his respective universe, but he's definitely way up there on the list. I'll get into more detail about Silver Surfer's origin and evolution when we give him a History Of episode. But to give you a brief overview of the character, Silver Surfer first appeared in Fantastic Four issue 48 in 1966 during the Coming of Galactus storyline. His original name was Norrin Radd, and he was born on the planet Zenn-La, to an advanced alien race that had created a kind of utopia, free of crime, suffering, or want of any kind. That is, until the planet-eating mega beast Galactus arrived and threatened to consume Zenn-La. Norrin Radd confronts the World Eater and manages to strike a deal, agreeing to act as his herald and seek out new worlds for him to consume, in exchange for Galactus sparing Zenn-La. Galactus agrees and turns Radd into a nearly indestructible silver-skinned super being with the ability to wield the Power Cosmic. The Power Cosmic is an incredibly powerful force with which he has the power to manipulate and absorb the universe's cosmic energies, even to the point of navigating dimensional barriers, hyperspace, and time travel. But really, that's just the start of it. The Power Cosmic gives the Silver Surfer a wide array of powers and abilities. For instance, he has the ability to analyze and manipulate matter at a subatomic level, even from light years away. This allows him to deconstruct, rearrange, and even transform the nature of an object. And when I say object, I mean small things, you know, like planets. His ability to command matter and energy in this way also allows him to phase easily through solid matter, as well as heal or evolve organic life. I'm sure you guys are picking up on it, but some of his powers are almost godlike. In fact, Silver Surfer doesn't require food, water, air, or even sleep to survive. He sustains himself entirely by converting matter into energy. That's just nuts, people. Surfer can also alter his own size, both smaller or larger, to unknown levels, and his ability to absorb seemingly limitless amounts of energy allows him to absorb the powers from other beings, manipulate gravity, and fire massive energy blasts powerful enough to destroy whole planets and create freaking black holes. Speaking of black holes, Silver Surfer's basically indestructible skin makes him immune to the vacuum of space, as well as radiation and extreme temperatures. For example, Surfer is one of the few beings known in comics who can survive the force of a black hole. He has also been known to dive into a star and come out completely unscathed. No biggie. Lastly, he can augment his already superhuman strength to basically unknown levels when needed. But again, I'm just giving you a simple overview here. The list goes on for days. And that leads me to his famous and powerful board that gave him his name, the Silver Surfer. Basically, Silver Surfer's board is made up of the same nearly indestructible and cosmic-powered silver material that covers the Surfer's skin. It is also linked to the Surfer telepathically, causing it to move with his thoughts, which allows him to control it independently, even from insanely long distances. Controlling the board mentally also allows Silver Surfer to attack opponents with it remotely, and even temporarily absorb other beings inside the board. Surfer also uses the board to travel through the cosmos at near limitless speeds. Ultimately, what I'm saying is, I want one, like really bad. Anyway, all of this power has been put on display numerous times since the Silver Surfer's creation. But I think the greatest example I can give you that demonstrates just how powerful the Silver Surfer really is would be how quickly and easily he defeated the freaking Hulk.
Okay, I'm going to leave it right there. Now, you just heard what this guy said. Okay, it took this guy 3 minutes and 44 seconds, okay, to explain all the power and abilities, okay, that the Silver Surfer has. And this just goes to show you that Silver Surfer is the most powerful superhero in existence. At least that's, what I've come to believe, okay, just by understanding what the Silver Surfer really is and where his origins really come from, okay? So right here, he just listed all of his superhero abilities. And this is one thing we got to understand here. Okay. Nothing the Zionist Jews do, okay, was really created by them. Nothing that they bring to the surface is new. Okay. We have to get that out of our heads. Nothing is new. Everything in existence. Okay, when you talk about movies, when you talk about technological advances, when you talk about thoughts, innovative thoughts, nothing is new, okay, in this universe. Okay, so right here we're going to look at these abilities: superhuman strength, speed, and durability, matter and energy manipulation, energy projection, energy absorption, invulnerability, illusion casting, cosmic senses, and flight. Okay, cosmic flight. Okay, there was a reason they gave this superhero Silver Surfer a surfboard. There was a reason for that. Okay, because he's tied to another deity. Okay, who had the power to travel the cosmos, and they call the cosmos the celestial seas. Okay, why the hell else would someone need a surfboard to fly through space? Because space isn't what they tell us. Space is not a fucking vacuum. Space is a form of water. Okay, it's a form of dark matter, which is water in more of a gas-like state. So when you look at the water on the surface of the earth, you're dealing with oxygen and hydrogen. Okay, so in space, you're dealing with hydrogen with more molecules of oxygen. So basically, it's more of a gassy like water substance. That's what causes everything to float. Okay, how the fuck can space be a vacuum if everything's floating in space? Okay, it's time to wake up. We've been lied to. We have been lied to. The cosmic substance you see in space that they call dark matter is just it's a lighter form of water. It has more oxygen than hydrogen. The more hydrogen that you add, okay, to the oxygen, the denser the water is going to be. The more oxygen molecules you add to the water, the lighter, the less dense the water is going to be. So what you're dealing with in space is just water. You're surrounded by less dense water, okay, that has more oxygen molecules in it. So that's what causes everything to float. Okay? So this is why they gave Silver Surfer a goddamn surfboard. And guess what? He don't come to Earth to travel the earthly seas, the earthly oceans with his surfboard. He travels the celestial seas with his surfboard, because dark matter in space is nothing but a lighter form of water, a gassier form of water. Okay? And the folks at NASA, they know this. Okay? They know that certain people would be able to breathe, okay, in certain areas of space. Okay, and I'm gonna blow everybody away with this. Like I said, I'm just getting started with this video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting ready to be a classic. This is getting ready to be a classic. Get popcorn ready. You know what I'm saying? And get real comfortable, because this is going to be a classic. Okay? All sentient beings need to survive is carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. Let me repeat. Okay? All life forms need to exist is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. That means if we were out in the desert, okay, and we didn't have any food or water, as long as you had the ability, okay, to create water with that hydrogen and that oxygen, you'd be straight. As long as you had access to carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen and got the proper sunlight, you'd be straight. You know why? Because we are plants. We are walking, talking plants. Okay? That's all we need to exist. And we can do the same thing in outer space, because there is oxygen in outer space. It's not a vacuum. We've been lied to. Okay? So who is the Silver Surfer's adversary? It's an individual by the name of Galactus. It's an individual by the name of Galactus. I wonder what deity he's tied to. But let's read up on the basics, okay, of this guy, Silver Surfer. I believe his name was Norrin Ladd. His name had to have been Norrin Ladd, and he came from the planet Zen-La. He came from the planet Zen-La, and Zen-La was a place of Zen. Okay, Zen-La was a place of Zen where beings didn't need to pay money for anything. All their energy sources were free. Okay, and their whole goal as three-dimensional beings was to cause their essence to go back to fifth density. Okay, that's what their whole planet was built around. It was built around all life forms on that planet working together, and you see what I'm saying? Unifying on a unified front, and ascending mentally, spiritually, and physically, ascending, okay, to the fifth dimensional realm. That's why they called the planet Zen-La. It was a place of Zen until it was invaded, okay? Until it was invaded by Mr. Galactus, okay? And I'm going to tell you what this ties back to. This all ties back to the Dogon story of creation, and this ties back to the Kemetic story of creation. So this superhero story in particular goes straight back to the Dogon and straight back to the Kemetic story of creation. Okay, so here we have the Silver Surfer, an individual who they say was given his power by Galactus. Okay, he was given his power by Galactus in the comic book, but in real life, according to the Dogon and according to Kemet, this deity got his power from the god of the Macroverse. Okay, Silver Surfer, the real Silver Surfer, got his power from the god of the Macroverse. That's why this individual right here was able to manipulate subatomic particles, okay, and to think certain objects into existence, had complete control over the neutrinos, okay, that made up all atoms in the universe, had complete control over that. You see, a true God, a true God of gods. You see, that's a God of the Macroverse, an individual who is in control of subatomic particles like neutrinos. Okay, so this individual could just create atom bombs all day, or just create any object or any kind of lesser being he wanted. Okay, able to absorb any kind of radiation, any kind of kinetic energy, any kind of vibrational frequency could be absorbed and used for whatever the Silver Surfer wanted. Silver Surfer was capable, okay, of using the universe's orgone energy to travel past light speed. Okay, you can do that with orgone energy. Okay? Mind matter manipulation. That's what this deity specialized in. And you can't do this unless you are a god of the Macroverse. See? And this is why the Silver Surfer defeated the Hulk. The Silver Surfer defeated the Hulk with ease. This is why the Silver Surfer defeated Thor. See? This is why the Silver Surfer defeated Superman. See? Because the Silver Surfer is the god of is one of the gods of the Macroverse. You see? This individual was given powers of a god over the Macroverse. You see, Superman is depicted as Horus or Osiris. Horus or Osiris. That's why you see the serpent over the head of Horus, okay? Because this S is really the goddamn serpent, you see? And that's why they put the serpent over Osiris's head, because they were both serpent gods with serpent wisdom that were given power over this galaxy. The original guardians of the galaxy, Horus and Osiris, okay? That's who Superman represents. That's why Superman's real name is Kal-El. Kal-El, spirit of the El gods. But guess what? The El gods were just the superheroes. They were just the gods. The El gods were the gods of the galaxies. They were the guardians of the galaxies. They weren't gods over the Macroverse. Okay? So that's why Superman was defeated by Silver Surfer. Okay? Silver Surfer was so powerful. Okay, Silver Surfer was so powerful. Silver Surfer held his own in a battle between Thanos. Thanos did not defeat Silver Surfer. Thanos did not defeat Silver Surfer. Okay? Okay, these are gods of the Macroverse. You talk about Thanos, Silver Surfer, and Galactus. Those are gods of the Macroverse. Okay? Look at this. Silver Surfer going to war with Galactus, and Galactus is Set. Okay? Galactus is that parasitical god that likes to consume the life force of sentient beings and likes to consume the energy of living planets. Okay? All the planets with those life forms on it that are emitting that orgone energy, Galactus wants to consume that. So Galactus is Set. Okay? But Silver Surfer is a much deeper deity. Much deeper deity. Okay? This is going to blow you guys away. Okay? So this is the capabilities of Galactus. Galactus basically consumes all planets in its path with life for that orgone energy. Okay, that is Set. You see, in the Silver Surfer movie, all the sinkholes started showing up on Earth. You see, and the same shit's happening now. I wonder why. So, when you look at this depiction on hieroglyphic walls in ancient Kemet, okay, in certain temple walls in ancient Kemet, you have Egyptian gods of creation. And right here, you see the stars. You see they're up with the stars. But then you see there's fish. You see that there's fish with the gods of creation, and the stars are around them. Why in the hell would they put the fish in the same place as the stars, people? Why would they do that, people? Okay, they did it for a reason, people. They did it for a reason, people. Right here. See? You see these little canoes? You see these little canoes with the stars right there above their head? That was depicted like that for a reason. And you see, it's going to get much, much deeper. So just listen very carefully. This right here is a cosmic serpent, a serpent god by the name of Horus, okay, who had the ability to create stars, okay, and to absorb that starlight, that sunlight, use it for energy sources, okay, capable of cosmic travel. But when he was capable of cosmic travel, see, because he has the stars around him, he also has this canoe. This was the same thing depicted. This was the same thing depicted with the Aborigines in Australia. So let's read this story of creation. Okay, according to the Dogon tribe, you see, the Dogon tribe story of creation. You have Ogo. Okay, you have Amma, who is the creator of the galaxy. Okay, Amma is the god of the Macroverse because she took part in creating the universe. Okay, and all galaxies are a part of that universe, and she bared 8 children. Amma bared 8 children. Okay, 4 sons and 4 daughters. Okay, and 2 of these sons were Ogo. Okay, Ogo, and then another individual who had Nomo, who had Nomo in front of his name. Okay, so right here, Nomo Simi, Ogo, and right here it says Ogo is the Kemetic god Set. You see? Ogo is the Kemetic god Set. And guess what? In Dogon theology, in Dogon theology, the earth and the sun are called Ogo's world. This solar system we're living in, according to the Dogon, is called Ogo's world. And Ogo is the Kemetic god Set. And the Kemetic god Set is the goddamn planet Saturn, okay? Which is the Galactus energy in the Silver Surfer comic book. Okay, so Galactus is Ogo, aka Set. Set killed his brother, just like Ogo killed one of his twins. Okay? Ogo killed Nomo Simi? Yeah, I believe it was Nomo Simi. Nomo Simi is Osiris. Nomo Simi is Osiris, and I believe Ogo killed him. The same story, okay, as Set killing Osiris. Nomo Simi is Osiris, Ogo is Set. Nomo Simi would be depicted as Superman in the comic books. Nomo Simi would be Superman. You see? And the Kemetic god Set, Ogo, is Galactus. So if Galactus kills Superman, okay, who's gonna be put back here to put Galactus to death? It's gonna have to be a god of the Macroverse. Okay? If Osiris can't defeat Set, then who's gonna defeat Set? It's gonna have to be a god of the Macroverse. Okay? So right here you have Potolo, Sigitolo, Imiyatolo, and Nyan Tolo. Nyan Tolo is the home of the gods. Nyan Tolo is what's depicted as Norin Lad, or no, Zenla. Zenla, the planet, Silver Surfer's planet called Zenla. That's depicted as Nyan Tolo, the planet orbiting around Sirius C. Okay? The planet closest to AKA heaven, which is the black hole in the center of the galaxy, which is called Po. Okay? Yeah, either Po or Amma. And this is really deep. This is really, really deep, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm getting closer and closer to explaining to you the deity that the Silver Surfer represents. There is a super dense metal. There is a super dense metal that is found around Sirius A, either Sirius A or Sirius B. Okay? No, it's Sirius B. Yeah, Sirius B has a metal that is floating around outside of it. And this metal, okay, is the densest metal in the whole galaxy. It's the densest metal in the whole galaxy, maybe the densest metal in the universe. And it's called Sagala. It's called Sagala. This Sagala metal is so dense. If it were brought to the Earth, okay, it would weigh only 1 cubic meter of this Sagala would weigh 20,000 tons. Now, each ton is 2,000 pounds. So when you multiply 2,000 times 20,000, you get 40 million. So one cubic meter of this Sagala, if it was brought to Earth, okay, it would weigh 40 million pounds. 1 cubic meter of Sagala weighs 40 million pounds. And guess what the Silver Surfer was made out of? Guess what the Silver Surfer's skin became? It became the Sagala. Okay? It became the Sagala. Because, like I said, the Silver Surfer's home planet of Zenla was really Nyan Tolo, and that same silver, okay, that they found outside of Sirius B is the same silver on the Silver Surfer's body, and that's what makes that's what gives the Silver Surfer all those cosmic powers. The connection to the ether energy of the cosmos. Okay? That's what gives the Silver Surfer that power to be a god of the Macroverse, because he was able to become one with a substance that came from the Macroverse. You see, Potolo, Emiatolo, Sigitolo, these stars, they had to start their existence in the Macroverse before they came into the universe. And that metal is the oldest, densest, most powerful metal in the known universe. Okay? Okay? That's Sagala. No, it's called Sagala. The Sagala is the oldest known metal in the universe, and it is the densest. You see, as you get closer to the center of the Milky Way, objects get a lot denser, get a lot heavier and denser. Okay? That's why deities that originate and start their life in the center of the galaxy or near the center of the galaxy, they're much bigger and much stronger than anything known on this Earth. As we get further away from the center of the galaxy, objects and beings get a lot lighter, okay? They get a lot lighter and less dense, okay? So basically, as you get closer to the center of any galaxy, magnetism is going to increase. Magnetism increases when you get closer to the black hole in the center of the Milky Way. And as you get further away from the center of the galaxy, okay, you get more tied to electric forces. You get more connected to electric energy the further away you go from the center of the galaxy. And like I said, when you get closer, you get more connected to magnetic energy. Okay? So that's why certain things, if we brought certain objects that came from planets that were close to the center of the galaxy, if we brought those objects to Earth, those objects would be, I bet money that any major government source wouldn't allow anybody to to obtain it. Okay, it would be taken to a top secret military facility almost immediately. Okay, because that would actually give people supernatural abilities. Okay, very, very mind-blowing information. Very mind-blowing information. So this is where Amma, the deity, Amma would dwell in the Macroverse, and these are all her cosmic eggs. See, these are all her cosmic eggs, which are universes being birthed into existence. You see, inside each of these universes, you have galaxies. See, which are creator gods in themselves. You have gods that rule over the galaxies, and then you have gods that rule over universes because they dwell outside in the macroverse. You see? And that's where Silver Surfer got his power from. Okay? And in the comic books, they say he got it from Galactus. Nope. Nope. This deity right here is known as Sopdet. This deity right here is known as Sopdet. And Sopdet was depicted, okay, as the first deity of worship in ancient Kemet. Let me repeat. Sopdet was the first deity that was worshipped in ancient Kemet. And how did they depict Sopdet on Kemetic hieroglyphics? They depicted her as a god that came from the Sirius star system, traveling the celestial seas. And how did she travel the celestial seas? Ooh, they gave her a mini canoe, which is the same goddamn thing as a surfboard. Repeat. They gave her a mini canoe, which is the same goddamn thing as a surfboard. She was depicted as the deity who held power over the Sirius stars, and she was known for traveling the celestial seas, and they gave her a mini canoe, which is another form of a surfboard. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer is Sopdet. Okay? The Silver Surfer, here's another depiction right here. The Silver Surfer is Sopdet, a Kemetic deity, rulership over the Sirius star. And how is this deity depicted? Okay, in so-called space, in the celestial seas. Okay, with a canoe, which is a small canoe, which is another form of a surfboard. Okay, right here, look, look, look how small they made this canoe. It's a goddamn surfboard, people. Look, she's silver. She she's silver, and they depict her. You see what I'm saying? With the small, tiny canoe, which is another form of a surfboard. Okay? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see that? That's your Silver Surfer. Okay? That's your Silver Surfer. Okay? Sopdet. The name, the real name of this Silver Surfer deity, okay, is Sopdet. Right here. This was the first deity of worship in ancient Kemet because the Kemites had the same creation story as the Dogon tribe, and Dogon tribe knew that all life on Earth originated from the Sirius star. That's why the original deity that they worshiped was depicted, okay, as a goddess who had control over the Sirius star. And this goddess traveled the celestial seas, and they made her the silver color, okay? Okay? Because her skin was of the same substance of the Silver Surfers. Right here is a surfboard, a mini canoe, which is the same shit as a surfboard. She travels the celestial seas. Okay? Like I said, people, it's not a game. Once again, the name of that metal is called Sagala. Okay, the name of that metal is called Sagala. So her skin and her whole body is draped in that Sagala metal, which gave her superior power of the gods of the Macroverse. Okay, so the particular god that gave Sopdet her power is the original god of the Macroverse, and that's that would be Ptah. That's Ptah. So Ptah is responsible for giving Sopdet her power. So the Silver Surfer is really a female. The original Silver Surfer, okay, in Kemet, was a goddess who was depicted as the ruler over the Sirius star, over Nyan Tolo, that was given supreme power and wisdom by the god of the Macroverse, depicted as a silver being, okay, on a cosmic surfboard. That's why you see her with a bunch of stars around her and a very small canoe, okay, which is another form of a goddamn surfboard, okay? And I know you guys have seen this picture everywhere over the internet, okay? This is where this comes from, okay? The god Sopdet, the goddess Sopdet is your Silver Surfer, okay? 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 I had to blow the socks off you guys with this one. I had to blow the socks off you guys with this one. Okay? Because Sopdet is a real deity. It was the first deity of worship in Kemet. Go do your research. Go do your homework, people. Like I said, the rabbit hole gets really deep. This was the hardest superhero for me to decode. It took me about a month, close to a month, to get all this information and basically able to put it together properly. Okay? But yeah, Silver Surfer is really a female, okay, named Sopdet, and she was given her powers by the god of the Macroverse, Ptah, not Set. Okay, because Galactus, remember, Galactus is Ogo. Galactus is Ogo of the Dogon tribe, okay, of that creation story, and Galactus is Set in ancient Kemet. You see, so Galactus would easily be able to destroy Superman. Superman is Horus or Osiris. Galactus is easily capable of destroying him. So if Superman can't do it, who is the god of the galaxy, you see what I'm saying? You got to get a god of the Macroverse in there to take care of business. And that's exactly, okay, what happened in the comic book and the movie series, okay? This Silver Surfer is Sopdet, who got her powers from the god of the Macroverse. Okay, think about that, able to manipulate subatomic particles and create black holes at will, able to think energy into matter, able to travel the celestial speeds, okay, faster than the speed of light using orgone energy, able to absorb all cosmic radiation, all vibration from the energy and use it for whatever kind of energy you want. Okay, able to project force fields of any kind of energy you want. Okay, those are Macroverse powers. Okay, so with all that being said, you know, that's really all I had on this subject. Once again, Silver Surfer is the Kemetic god Sopdet. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.